Prince Harry, of course, things are all very on the up, or so it would appear. You finally finished telling that ghostwriter every detail about your life to date. You know, not the prince he was born, the man he's become, you know. And we've now seen that front cover, haven't we? The very stern front cover with the ambiguous title, Spare. Apparently we've all been misreading that. It wasn't about anything negative at all. Oh no, it was the fact that, you know, that's what people apparently in the senior members of the monarchy called Harry. Spare. I find that hard to believe, really, don't you? I would suggest that this was a provocative title dreamt up by both the Prince and, of course, the book publisher Penguin Random House. But now the thorny problem of how do you sell a book which seemingly is already at half price and under around the world before it's even come out. As we know, the book is going to be released in the early part of 2023. Not exactly the brightest start to the year for the British monarchy, because we're all looking forward to the coronation of our wonderful King, His Majesty King Charles III, on May the 6th. Set to be a spectacular day, a moment in history, but seemingly once again his youngest son is making sure that he puts a dampener on things, you know, as he did, sadly, with the Platinum Jubilee. But now moving forward, as I say, you know, they're having to look into marketing plans. One idea, allegedly, was to sit down with the chat show host James Corden. But sadly for him, he's now mucking his ticket, as we say in the north, by of course having that spat not just online, but of course with the restaurant in New York. And then he sort of fell foul because apparently he's been borrowing comedy skits and jokes, in fact entire sets, from other comedians. So not necessarily the right person you should be teaming up with. But the book publishers, and as ever we have to say allegedly, have come up with an idea that they think may just work. Let me explain. Now, this year will be the very first year that we can look forward to a rather moving speech, a Christmas Day speech from our brand new monarch, King Charles III. This is normally broadcast across all networks at 3 p.m. in English time. It's the one moment actually in our day where everything stops, as we used to like to listen to our wonderful monarch who explained her year and the good things that the rest of the world had done, and of course the things that she'd enjoyed too. It's a pivotal moment in the royal year, one that really needs to be got exactly correct, and we're all very hopeful that King Charles III will simply deliver. Must be nerve-wracking taking over from a lady who held court for 70 years so very well. But now, according to that good source, it looks like on the commercial channels, the publisher, the marketing team behind Prince Harry's book are considering, get this, to put out ads at the end or the beginning of the King's speech. I kid you not. Now, when you think about it, it's a perfect marketing ploy. And this particular company, Channel 4, if you work it out, also did a rather mocking moon version of our late monarch. You remember the Dancing Queen? Very, very distasteful, not at all unexpected from Channel 4. But if they do push ahead by marketing the book with bumper ads at the end or the beginning of our wonderful monarch's first King's speech, how tasteless will that be? And more importantly, if they did push ahead with this, would this make you buy the book? I mean, let's be honest, it's Christmas Day, you can put an order in, but the order can't be processed because hopefully no one's working on Christmas Day. And doesn't it seem rather desperate in these very desperate times to try and sell something that seemingly a couple of years ago would have been a big seller without all of the stunts? Whichever way you look at it, somebody somewhere is desperately trying to think of a way of marketing this book by Prince Harry. Or will it remain a spare on many people's bookshelves? Shorn in the very heart of Yorkshire.